Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, coming to you on the official Magic the Gathering Arena YouTube channel. Remember to like and hit subscribe. I'll be back every Monday for at least a few months going forward to give you all kinds of sweet decks. And today we're playing Anvil. Anvil got some new tools from the new set, Phyrexia. All will be one, so pretty excited to try them out. Let's go over the new cards for this Oni-Cult Anvil filled strategy. Basically, you want all kinds of artifacts that you can sacrifice or blow up for various benefits, and all those artifacts and artifact creatures entering and leaving the battlefield creates all kinds of value. So I play a very control-y kind of grindy version of Anvil. You can play it much more aggressive and try to kill the opponents quickly, but I like to play a lot of answers, a lot of removal spells, and just try to accumulate value over time, which gives me more time to enjoy my Anvil and my Reckoner Bankbusters. The new cards that we have in the deck that are particularly exciting, the Mycosynth Gardens. This is a land, it's a sphere, and it taps for a colorless. You can also use one in a tap to make a mana of any color. But for X in a tap, this card becomes a copy of target non-token artifact you control with mana value X. It permanently becomes a copy of the artifact. It doesn't switch back, and you can do this at instant speed. So you can hold open mana, and then if you have nothing better to do, you can turn this into an artifact. This can become another Anvil, which is the primary reason that we're running 4 of it here in the deck, is because we want some Anvils to go with our Anvils on top of our Anvils. Other sweet cards for the deck, we're trying out a copy of Ron, the Executioner Thane, which says whenever one or more creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. It triggers once a turn. The fun thing with Anvil is if you have multiple Anvils going or some other way to sacrifice your creature, then you can drain them on your turn and then do it again on the opponent's turn because you can activate your Anvil at instant speed. The removal spell that's new, that's really fun, is Annihilating Glare. For 1 black, we get a sorcery. You can also pay 4 more if you want to cast this without sacrificing anything, but we like sacrificing things here. And you can sacrifice an artifact or creature. That's the main reason that this is different from cards like Eaten Alive that already exist. The ability to sacrifice a blood token to play this for only 1 mana is a lot better than Eaten Alive specifically requiring you to sacrifice a creature. And it destroys target creature or planeswalker, so just in a lot of cases, it's 1 mana, sacrifice something you already wanted to sacrifice, and kill any planeswalker or creature. That's really good. And then we also have Gleeful Demolition, which is a very fun card. Look at how happy these goblins are. It's 1 red to destroy an artifact at sorcery speed, but if you control that artifact, if you destroy your own thing, you make 3 1/1 red Phyrexian goblins. That's good value. If we're blowing up our own card like Experimental Synthesizer or a treasure token or a blood token or things like that, it's well worth it to get these 3 goblins. And you can even get value like Experimental Synthesizer. When it leaves the battlefield, when you blow it up, it exiles the top card and you may play it this turn. So it's value all over the place from kind of moving around and sacrificing our own stuff, which is a very fun and rewarding way to play. And I like to do it in a more controlling style. So I think you're going to enjoy this deck if you like long, careful, thoughtful, tactical Magic the Gathering like I do. Let's dive in. Let the Anvil nonsense begin. Opponent goes first. We've got a Voltage Surge, a Brotherhood's End if they get going too quickly, an Obnixilis. This could be fun. Ooh, on the draw against black-white. Do we make Surge available? I don't think so. Like if it's a Thalia, we can't kill it with Surge anyway. Denic, yep, too big for Surge. Do we go for a Buster here? Let's see if we can hit lands with the Synthesizer. On the draw, busting is very slow. No Rafines. Kaitos. Gross. But we can Surge that. Until end of turn, you may play that card. I guess that's pretty rough. So what do we want to do? Brotherhood's End this situation? And then if we play Brotherhood's End and then a Voltage Surge, that can take care of the Kaito. So let's play Fable now. Brotherhood's End still looking good. probably feeling great about themselves on that Brutal Cathar. And they have some card advantage.
I know something you
Do I want any of this to go away? Not really. I like my hand. If they have a Spell Pierce, it's a bit of a blowout. Let's lead with this.
You're good, but I'm better. My head wasn't in it.
Nervous about a Shieldred. That is something I can't easily kill here. Easy. Oh, found a way. Nice to see. Without too much pain either. So, sacrifice an artifact. Target here. Sack Synthesizer. That's value. That's why we run them. Now, I could play the Harvester. I want it to be a secret. I'm going to play Bankbuster and draw with it. I want the opponent to think they don't have to kill this Reflection. Maybe I have nothing good to pair with it, right? So I have an interesting choice. I can get basically my Fable value with the Surge, or I can have a Reflection ready to go. I think I want the value. It also lets me start drawing with Bankbuster this turn. Oh, we're having a good time now. I want to keep the Bankbuster rolling. I'm just going to do it now. Might hit land. Ow. It's a powerful card. Need a way to exile it, which I don't think I play. Anything here we want to get rid of? I don't think so. We'll figure out something to do about this, but we don't have to do it right this second. Let's lead with the Synthesizer. Hit a Fable, that's pretty good. Let's demolish the Synthesizer. There's a land. Make a copy of an Anvil. But we still want to play the Fable here. But I also want the Bankbuster to go off. The opponent just blocking isn't very exciting. So let's draw. And let's Fable. And we go very wide. And I doubt our opponent can sweep the board, but we can definitely push some damage this way. Nine life. Doubles? Okay. I mean, they get the trigger, right? So, the legend rule, can they find another Shieldred or something that nasty? Probably. They get to look 7 deep. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Please whiff. Whiff for me. Please. Brutal Cathar. Okay. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. Transform. Cycle these. Another Demolition and a Desk. So first thing I want to do, more Anvil. The Garden just transforms right into it. Now I'll play the Desk. Crack it. Trigger, trigger. And we get a Myrix and another Anvil. I can cast the Anvil off a treasure, so that's pretty good. We gotta push damage here. No blocks from the Cathar is interesting. They go down to 20. So let's go like this, because we get to replace and end the turn. All right, so we're cranking out the artifacts and we're gaining up to 3 life a turn cycle, as well as forcing damage. Our opponent plays Skrelv. All right, drop to 5. I think we have to make sure that every chance we get, we're gaining life. So I think I'm using this anvil on end step from now on. Didn't want to last turn because attacking with more things pushes more damage, but it's more likely that we're going to run out of time. Our opponent leaves up 4, which is a very scary number. Another anvil, because that's what we do here. We stack anvils on anvils. Let's go ahead and cast it. The Gleeful Demolition can probably be interfered with, and I don't think I need the creatures that much. Let's try to take out the Skrelv. Actually, it can't block. We can wait for just a second. This is ready to copy something. In fact, we have copy, 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 copy. Let's get the Bankbuster into the fray. Not you, though. Urtai, big surprise. Target. The Bankbuster. If it dies, I draw a card. Yeah, and we get all these, right? Because whenever an artifact leaves the battlefield. Okay. Cool. Another garden. Opponent finding some blocks here this time. All right. We can eat the artifact creatures for life and drain. Do you like anvils, guys? Got some anvils for you. Play the garden. Okay, we've already got our triggers this turn, so we can turn this in at instant speed, or we can use the Fables. We could also go after the Dawn Sky with the Blood Tithe Harvester, even copying it, but right now copying a bunch of Kikis seems real good. These are colorless, so the Skrelv doesn't get them through. Maybe we just demolish the Skrelv. So it can't force any... It's not going to get anything through. Do we harvest this? It's kind of risky, right? I think we just pass. I think passing is winning. 5 anvils can blank hits from the Dawn Sky, but we do have to be wary. Our opponent could definitely throw a Rafine at us. The attack is the Dawn Sky. It sure feels like they'll have something here. A channel or a spell to stop the copying of the Kikis. They go for a Thalia. Yeah, resolves. They go for a Harbin. Okay, they've got a lot of blockers. Let's think. We could make another anvil, or we could make 4 Kiki-Jikis. I like Kiki-Jikis, don't you? One of my favorite tricks. Let's also keep the party going with sacrificing some of our creatures for the drain. This is how we fog the Dawn Sky. Look at all those cakeys. All right, let's see if we can decimate their board a bit, shall we? Start piling it up. All right. There is a Skrelv. The opponent says good game. Let's see if they want to use the Skrelv on the Thalia. No, they don't want to figure it out. So from here we can make 3 more of these harvesters. So we can eliminate everything except for maybe the Dawn Sky. We attack with everything else. We gain all the tokens. We sack. I'm pretty sure we're going to win that from here. Opponent goes first. We have the tapped lands, but yeah, it's a keepable hand. And the opponent didn't play a creature, so gonna drop the Haunted Ridge. And it looks like it might be a control deck. Let's send out the Harvester. Solid 2-drop in every way. And the opponent has something they can play here. It might be a March of Otherworldly Light or a Fading Hope. Well, they choose to hold it. Feels like a March to me. Jeez. Okay, it's like that.
Your hope is wasted. You cannot win.
We'll show Jace what's up. Here's Oni-Cult Anvil. Here's a Voltage Surge, sacrificing the blood token, triggering the anvil. Come at me, Jace. The control matchups typically do favor the anvil decks. They have so much card advantage. Their threats are so cheap. They're so resilient too. They're not usually things that the control decks are built to beat. It's one of the reasons I think that they've been popular since the Cat Oven days. Yep, gotta figure out what to do, and it's March of Otherworldly Light. We can respond. The anvil can sack itself to drain the opponent. They still have a priority stick here, implying they might have another. I think this is a good Fable turn. Let's attack first. Plays into a sweeper a little bit, but if it's depopulate, we get to draw for the Harvester. The demolitions aren't looking super good right now, so we might just chuck them. And the opponent will be at 3 cards here. Multiple marches implies really hard control. Like, lots of planeswalkers and a lot of removal and sweepers.
System can't fix everything.
Opponent makes a ninja.
I've got all kinds of connections.
A 3rd Gleeful Demolition. I think those can go. So, do we want to kill the ninja? We can also just surge away the Kaito. I'm not too afraid of the ninja, to be honest. All removal. Wow. Just all removal here. But they're down to 11. We're doing the thing. Pew pew. Okay. I mean, opponent literally playing something in every moment of the game so far. Soul Partition saving Kaito. If they hit the land drop, they can drop Kaito again. But they don't. Okay. There's a reflection. Let's play another. Ooh, they might have Make Disappear. If they did, would they have countered this? I think they would have, rather than play the partition. They don't have a counter. Easy. If they block it, it makes 2 more creatures. If they don't block it, they take more damage. Both aren't good for them. They take it? All right, I will attempt a Gleeful Demolition. Nice. They better have the Wrath. They better be able to kill all these things. Oh, they're digging. Okay.
What do we have here?
And that will do it. We get to easily attack them for 7, then sack 2 tokens to drain them out. On the play, and Voltage Surge into Fable always feels good. So does Blackleaf Cliffs. Why would you play... Why? Why would you play a color that doesn't have access to these sweet lands? Okay, Rot Priest. I'll have my first poison counter, thank you. But at least we get that thing dead. Glare? I'm sure Glare will have its moment. So, green and white toxic. Bring them out. I've got to kill them all. Just bring them all out. Ooh, the Shieldred. That should be nice. I hear that card's okay. That is a double striker with toxic. We have the Annihilating Glare, we have the Desk. What do we want to discard? Kind of nothing. We get to play Shieldred here. We get to Annihilating Glare. If the opponent doesn't trade, we can sacrifice our token to kill the Duelist. They do have 1 mana up. They might be able to make it indestructible, which would be bad. Honestly, there's value in just throwing the Desk in the graveyard. And we can just use the treasure if we want more mana. Alright, and we hit land. Alright, will they make this indestructible and block? They might. But then they don't have an easier way to get through. So let's offer to trade with their combat trick if that's what they have in the hand. Now they take it, okay. Do we glare at them? Sack the treasure? Let's drop Shieldred. Here comes the courage. More courage? Okay. Man. I feel like better safe than sorry. They do have Tyvar's Stand. I knew it. Okay, if they don't have another one now, though, the Glare can hit. Okay, then they play a Skrelv. Love it. All right. Oh, that's good, too. Oh, but we just transformed. Now I don't really want to use it. We just transformed. So we can use this on artifacts to kill the Might. Yeah? Like so? Destroy all artifacts. If you just keep them off the board and don't let them have momentum, then you're probably doing it right. Even though it looks pretty bad and we could definitely get more value if we played differently. That's really not what's important right now. If I unearth this, can I copy it? I think I can. Okay, now we have this desk to sack later, and this desk to sack now. Synthesizer Bankbuster. Synthesizer's more long-term value. Well, actually, Bankbuster's really good too. If we cast the Bankbuster here and then attack, we'll still have a token. This can copy this. Synthesizer might be safer, and it digs more for removal. But I'll take the Banky. And now we can throw a Bankbuster in front of something, or we can attack and have one up to use Reflection. If the opponent blocks, and it's 1-2 versus 2-2, we're happy with that. They're empty-handed. Oh, opponent, these are interesting decisions. Don't discount them. One toxic. They're top decking. Feels good. And that's the scoop. They don't want to see where it goes from there. We're on the play. We're going for top 1,000. This hand looks playable. Hopefully the glares, the blood tokens, we can get it all cooking. We do need to draw one more land. And we'll start on a tapped Haunted Ridge. Mono red. Always mono red. Eternal Gatekeeper mono red. This hand is very good though. Next turn, even if they deal with the Harvester, we can play Anvil and sack the blood token to kill the Swift Spear with a glare and make a 1/1. Opponent with an early choice to make. They go for a chick and a play with fire. So yeah, they've got exactly what they needed to fight back. We'll play the Cliffs, we'll play the Anvil, we'll play the Glare, sacrificing the blood token. I think we take out the Swift Spear even though we can't block the chick. I think that's okay. Swift Spear is still a much better creature. No disrespect, Chickadee. Mishra's Foundry. And Felden. Alright, no blocks here because we need the token next turn, and we don't want to give them card advantage from Felden anyway. Voltage Surge. Not bad. We want to Annihilating Glare the Felden for sure. So first, let's play an Anvil, see if they respond. No. Play a land, attack. Sacrifice the token to kill the Felden. And hold up the Surge. Still at 13. Opponent still has 3 cards. We've dumped our hand faster. We were on the play. Could really use some of our value cards. A Bank Buster, a Fable, Desk, Synthesizer. Oh my. If a source would deal non-combat damage, it deals double. I am so glad we have a Voltage Surge. I think we do this now. There's plenty of things we could draw that would use our 4 mana. That's not one of them, but that's okay. We could glare at the chick, but now that we've seen Sulfum, I think we need to hold this. Opponent might sense that we don't have many artifacts. If they do that, they might go right after these. Okay, Impulse, sure. They hit End the Festivities. Oh no. Oh no. That's terrible for us. What a perfect draw. And they have a Squee for next turn. It's all falling apart. Oh, that's a good draw though. Oh, it's better after the Squee, but I can't afford to take a hit from that Squee, can I? Oh my goodness. This is so bad. Yeah, it's all happening too fast. Here it comes. I'm going to Annihilating Glare the Squee, so do I take the 1? Or do I block it? I guess I block it. They have enough to get Squee back the next turn anyway. Yeah, forget that. We're going to need all the creatures. All right, we need a good draw here. We haven't drawn any value, so we haven't been able to get ahead. No! Heartbreaker. Absolute heartbreaker. It even means because it's a tap land, I still have to sack like this to do this. Absolute heartbreaker. Now we just get ground to death by Squee. Backups, okay. That works too, because now they also get to use the Foundry. Oh, so mean. I guess I'll kill the Foundry and I can still draw Burn Down the House. Oh man, this has been a heartbreaker. This has been a true heartbreaker. I feel like there were so many draws from that point we would have been able to do it, and that was not it.